Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on. That really is a nice, delightful, smooth cup of coffee. Yeah, here it is. Freedom Roast from Black Rifle Coffee Company. This is part of my Coffee of the Month gift from my nephew Jason, his wife Allison, and the boys. So I'm making use of it. This is really a good, flavorful cup of coffee. It's not as bold as the Just Black Rifle coffee, but it is a nice, smooth cup of coffee. And hey, an early happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. You can see I got my green alien coffee mug from Phoenix Shaving, and I've got a green shirt on, a little bit of wearing of the green. I hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day this coming Friday. Yeah, this coming Friday. So everyone's looking forward to that. There'll be parades and a wearing of the green and that sort of thing. And even shave soaps. Yeah, shave soaps to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. More on that later on in the show. Hey, before I forget, a shout out to viewer Mark Cohen. Mark, I understand you're feeling a little bit under the weather. Hope you feel better soon. Thanks very much for tuning in this morning. And by the way, my prescription, more coffee. So Mark, I hope you feel better soon. And again, thanks for tuning in. Also, a little bit of housekeeping. Paul Desjardins was the individual who recommended that I use a little bit of cortisone cream on my winter eczema above my brow. And it worked. It worked wonderfully well. And Paul, thank you very much for that. My apologies for confusing you with another viewer, but it worked great, and I have to remember that whenever that occurs again. So thank you very, very much. And as we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Hang on. And I hope you're, boy, that's good. That's really good coffee. I hope you're enjoying a good hot coffee with me in one of your favorite mugs this morning. And boy, just a great show this morning. Got a lot of great content. We got some new stuff in wet shaving gear. Wait until you see the razor that I'll be featuring in new wet shaving gear. I haven't been allowed to say anything about it for like the last month. I finally got the green light. Well, hey, it is St. Patrick's Day coming up. Green light, right? We're going to go ahead and show that to you. And we got the review also coming this Wednesday. So really looking forward to that. And hey, if you're taking me on your morning commute this morning, thanks very much for the lift. I really, really do appreciate it. Like as I say, we got a great show. Got some Irish shave soap, so to speak, to talk about this morning. A new razor, some other things. Got some great questions and comments. Some really terrific comments and refill. Hey, thanks so much for joining me this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee. Let's get things started like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. This morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Keith Osmond, and he wrote, "Hi Mark, my first alum was in stick form, an Omega stick. I used it up recently and I bought a block instead, as everyone was out of Omega sticks. For the first while, I used it as you and others do, with the large, flat surface on the skin. But I found that a bit awkward and nearly dropped it a couple of times. My solution? I started using it like a stick. The small end on my face and the bulk of the block in my hand gives me great control and maneuverability. And because I'm wearing it down like a stick, it will remain thick enough to grip for much longer than if using with the largest surface against my skin. I even dry it by standing it up on the end opposite the one I use on my face. I've been doing this now for a couple of months and much prefer it to the way I was first using it. Just an idea for anyone having issues holding it the more common way. Regards, Keith Osmond." Keith, that's a really great original tip. Now, I do have the Omega alum stick that you referred to right here. It is like that, and you're using the tip of this right here, this whole this whole column here, so to speak. Right here is all alum, and you would just use the tip there, and yeah, it would wear quite evenly from the top down, and of course the diameter, the thickness is going to remain the same. Yeah, and you're taking that idea and applying it to an alum block. Now here's my Phoenix shaving alum block. I'm going to take off the no-slip grip, which helps to grip it if you're using it with the flat surface to your face like this. But what you're suggesting is to grab the whole block like this and just use the end as you would the tip of the Omega alum stick. Wow, that's an absolutely great tip. So thanks very much for passing that along, Keith. So there you go, folks. Another option on how to use an alum block if you prefer not to use the flat surface here, or you don't have one with the no-slip grip, something like that. You can use the end, as Keith suggests there, and it'll wear down, so to speak, from the end or from the top down, and the thickness of the block will remain, so you can handle it a little more easily. Hey, really great tip, Keith. Thanks very much. And to say thank you, for you and only you, here it is, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Email that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it on the morning shaving tip here on the Monday Morning Mailbag Show, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Keith, thanks very much for a really neat shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. Well, we have an extra shaving tip this morning, and it comes from two fellow wet shavers, Jamie Horn and Douglas Smythe. Now, Jamie Horn gave me the heads up on the shaving tip from Douglas Smythe. Jamie wrote, I noticed a comment a while back from Douglas Smythe on your video about applying a light coat of lather and then placing the hot towel over your face. I have seen this done by barbers. I have not been doing this myself, but Doug is right. Many older school barbers and some young are doing this. Now, Jamie Horn very kindly sent along a hot towel cabinet to the channel. You've seen me use it and talk about it. It's wonderful. It's marvelous. I love starting off my shaves with a nice hot towel. But he gave me the heads up on Douglas Smythe's shaving tip about lathering up a little bit before applying the hot towel. And I went back and I found the comment. I apologize. I missed it. That's why I'm very grateful to Jamie for pointing it out. And Douglas wrote, great video, Mark. Here's an old barber's tip for the hot towel. Lather up first, then put the towel on top. Doesn't need to be a big fluffy lather either. A light coat will do. This aids in softening the whiskers even more. Then rinse with hot water after you remove the towel and begin your shave. Absolutely awesome tip. I'm going to start doing that. Absolutely. That sounds absolutely awesome. And I think I'm going to kick it off with awesome sauce. I think that'll be the perfect shave soap to try that with. I think that'll be perfect. The nice menthol and eucalyptus in there. Yeah, absolutely. So my thanks to Douglas Smythe and Jamie Horn for the tip. Jamie, thank you for the heads up on the shave tip and helping me locate it. And Douglas, thanks very much for a great shaving tip. I'm sorry I missed it the first time around. I think it was because I was switching internet providers and my service was being switched around and that sort of thing. I think that's why. I'm not entirely sure. But anyhow, to say thank you for you and only you, Douglas Smythe, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And also, Jamie, thanks so much for the heads up on Douglas Smythe's shaving tip and also for your contribution to it. An original signed George sketch. So again, Jamie, email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste as well. So Douglas Smythe and Jamie Horn, thanks very much for a great shaving tip. Well, this morning we have a shave den visit of sorts from viewer Scott Martin. And Scott writes, "Hello, Mark. Another fantastic Monday mailbag today. You've really given the wet shaving community a reason to look forward to Mondays." Well, thank you very much, Scott. I really do appreciate that. But the viewers make this show. Absolutely. I love doing the show. I love the wet shaving community. I absolutely love doing the traditional wet shave. And as I always say, the viewers make this show. Without the viewers, there would be no show. So my thanks to everyone out there who tunes in, contributes, subscribes, etc. Again, Scott, thanks very much for the nice words. He goes on to say, "My ears perked up when you brought up the topic of hot towels. After a decade of wet shaving, hot towels have become a huge part of my routine. In the past, I've used hot water to heat my towels in the sink, but eventually I went ahead and picked up a small, inexpensive towel steamer, and it has been a game changer. It might seem like overkill to some shavers, but not only will I use a hot towel to degrease my face and soften my whiskers before a shave, I'll use one to clean up my face between all 3 passes. It keeps my whiskers soft, my skin pliable, and feels oh so good, especially on a cold winter's morning. Big thumbs up to the hot towel steamer. Thanks and cheers, Scott." Scott, thanks very much for sending along your routine. Thanks very much for the photograph of the hot towel steamer. And thanks very much to the link to this particular hot towel steamer. Folks, this is the Fantasy Towel Steamer. He sent along a link to it. Scott sent along a link, and I will provide that link below if you're interested in taking a look at it. But I agree. I agree, Scott. The hot towel is great. And now you also have an additional shave tip for that hot towel steamer. Try putting on a little bit of lather, as Douglas suggested, and then apply the hot towel and see how that works. But again, I think maybe you're probably doing that because you're using it in between passes, so there would be a little bit of leftover lather there. I would think, yeah. So you're probably ahead of the curve on that one a little bit in an indirect way. So Scott, thanks very, very much for the visit to your shave den and your hot towel steamer. Really do appreciate it and appreciate the photo and the link to it. Folks, I'll have the link below. Thanks again, Scott. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, this morning we have a Boaz update. Remember Boaz or Bobo? That's the dog that belongs to James Sefton's grandkids. And he sent along a photo and he writes, "As you can see, Bobo is continuing to grow and is more spoiled than any other dog in the world. And you can see how my son-in-law is holding him. He has complete trust. If you can please post on 3MB, my grandkids would love it." Absolutely. Great to see the dog grow up right before our eyes. I can remember it was just a short time ago. He was just a little puppy. He is getting big, and it sounds like he's really fitting in with the family very, very well. Great to see him again, James. And thanks very much for sending along the photo. Now, speaking of dogs, a high school friend of mine named Scott Lewis. Well, I've known Scott since junior high. And his dog Annabelle passed away last December. And on Facebook, he's been posting his memories of Annabelle. What a sweet dog she was. And here's a photo he allowed me to share with you. And he wrote, "I'm delighted to share Annabelle with your readers and followers. She was very special to me. Best, Scott." Yeah, what a wonderful, wonderful photo of Annabelle right there in church. Just laying down, relaxing in the pew. Scott's a very, very talented individual, and I believe he was involved with choir practice that day or some such thing. I don't know. I don't really recall, but Scott really has a wonderful, wonderful musical talent, and Annabelle was a real, real special pet to him. And I've seen photos on his Facebook page featuring Annabelle, and this one just caught me. I thought it was just an absolutely wonderful photo of a terrific, very, very special friend to Scott. So thanks very much for allowing me to share that with the viewers, Scott. I really, really do appreciate it. And if you out there have a photograph of a very special pet, maybe they're in your shave den while you're shaving or some such things, hey, send them along to the Monday Morning Mailbag and we'll feature them on the show. And I guess we'll have a pet section, I guess. But yeah, we'll feature them from time to time. And it really is a lot of fun. So you can send those photos to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And give a little background on the photo, that sort of thing, and we'll share it with all the viewers here. So my thanks to James Sefton for sending along the photo of Boaz, Bobo, and special thanks to my high school buddy, Scott Lewis. I've known him since junior high. We played junior high basketball together. How about that? My thanks to Scott Lewis for sending along an absolutely wonderful, wonderful photo of Annabelle. Absolutely terrific. And Scott, I'm sure you have some wonderful memories of her. And she looks like she was just a kind soul and just a wonderful, wonderful companion. So thanks for allowing me to share that photo with the viewers, and just a wonderful memory of her. So thanks again, Scott and James. Really, really do appreciate it. Okay, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. You can find it on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Simply go up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and it should come right up along with episodes of our other podcast, Second Cup. So again, search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more on your favorite streaming service, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast will come right up, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup. Again, Monday Morning Mailbag and Second Cup are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Well, I wanted to give you an update on a 9,000 subscriber giveaway. We had 4 prize packages, and we had 4 winners. 4 names were drawn, and they were Matthew L. won the first prize, the Spectre won the second prize, Omni Adder won third prize, and Glenn Harper won the fourth prize. 3 of the 4 have contacted me. Matthew L., who won the first prize, claimed his prize, and he has received it as well. Omni Adder won the third prize. He claimed it, and he has also received it. And Glenn Harper claimed his fourth prize, and that is still en route. First prize winner Matthew L. wrote, and he also sent along a photo. Hello, Mark. The package arrived today with no issues. Thank you so much. I will make good use of all of these goodies. I still cannot believe I won. Keep up the fantastic content on your channel. I know there are many more milestones on the way. All the best, Matthew. Matthew, thank you very, very much for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you received first prize and everything arrived in good shape, intact. And thanks very much for sending along the photo of everything that you received in that prize package. Really, really do appreciate it. Third prize winner went to Omni Adder, whose first name is also Matt. And he said, and he sent along a photo and he wrote, thanks again. I like the strong tobacco scent of this Shannon Soaps Tobacco Fougere. And this is my first boar brush. The Faken razor has a great build quality, and I'm looking forward to trying it out with this very extensive blade sample pack. Well, congratulations to you, Omni Adder, Matt. I'm so glad that the items made it to your doorstep, again, intact and in good shape. He also sent this along. Also, I wanted to share some favorites from my shave den. Razor Rock Sicily, Phoenix Meta Nectar, and Executive Shaving Citrus Kiss. The Astraeus, or Astraeus, I think it's Astraeus, the Astraeus shaving brush has become my favorite brush. Ever since I tried it, I could not put it down. And these Persona blades are my favorite. The Lord Platinum seems to me to be a very sharp blade, but I only use them 2 times and then I'm done. They are cheaper blades though, so it doesn't really matter. They work good for 2 shaves. Keep shaving and shaving on, Matt, also known as Omni Adder. Well, again, thanks very much for sending along a little bit of a shave den update there, Matt. Really do appreciate it. And again, I'm glad you received your prize items in good shape. And Glenn Harper, his items are en route. He's up there in Canada. So Glenn, when they arrive, please contact us and please send along a picture of everything that you've received. And still waiting to hear from our second prize winner, the Spectre. Now, if you know who the Spectre is, please give him a heads up. Give he or she a heads up, because we are closing in on that deadline, which is this Friday, St. Patrick's Day. If I don't hear from them on St. Patrick's Day, then it will be forfeited and we'll do another drawing. So I hope the Spectre hears this and contacts me before Friday, March 17th, 2023. That's the deadline. And let me know that you're out there, and that, please claim the prize is what I'm saying. So if you know who the Spectre is, please contact them, give them a heads up, and have them email me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com so that they can claim their second prize in the 9,000 subscriber giveaway. And again, as always, these prizes were made possible due to the very generous contributions of the following viewers: Robert Fagan, Alex Lopez, Beth Jones, Mark Bagwell, Mark Williams, Brian Foley, Charlie Wise, Shannon Soaps, Maggard Razors, Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup, James German, Dr. Selby, and all the folks at Supply. My sincere, heartfelt thanks and appreciation to all of you. And again, if you know who the Spectre is, give him a shout out. Have him email me, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. Otherwise, we're going to be doing another drawing, maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. I don't know. Maybe I'll update that on the Monday morning mailbag, the following Monday morning mailbag. We'll figure it out. Want to give them a little bit of a grace period too. It's not going to be, cut and dry. I understand. Even I had an internet connection not go down, but I was switching service, as you heard earlier. So I understand things happen. So please get a hold of me. Second prize is here waiting for you. Again, if I don't hear from you, well, we're going to have to do another drawing. So that's why I haven't taken down those comments, and they're still up there just in case we have to do another drawing. So we might go back up there and pull another name. Hopefully the Spectre will get a hold of me, and we'll send off that second prize to them. All right, that's your update for the 9,000 subscriber giveaway. Again, thanks very much to everyone who contributed. Thanks to all the subscribers, everyone who shares the channel. Really, folks, thank you very, very much. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low. That time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. This Freedom Roast by Black Rifle Coffee really is very, very good. Hang on. That's just a terrific, terrific cup of coffee. Nothing better than a nice hot cup of coffee. Right after you get a great shave in the morning. Yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about. Absolutely. We got some great topics here in Refill. Let's kick it off, rather, with something from Calvin Green, who was writing in regards to comments from viewers. Every once in a while, it comes up, hey, is there any hair on your face when you do these reviews? And I always mention that I'm fair-skinned. But Calvin wrote, people who have the clean-cut look don't generally wait until they have visible hair or the mountain man look. They shave daily, and if you go against the growth with your hand, you could definitely feel it. You can't see it, especially if the person has blonde hair. Well, that describes me. I definitely can feel it when I go against the grain, absolutely. And because I'm a blonde-haired individual, fair skin, you're not always going to see my facial hair. It's just the way it is, which is why I sometimes will skip a day in order to get a little more hair growth when I'm doing a review for a razor or a shave soap or a shave brush. That sort of thing. But I like to shave on a daily basis. He asked the question, how long do you wait between shaves? Just curious. Well, I've already answered that, but let me answer it again. I like to shave on a daily basis. I like to shave my face every single day, and I like to do a head shave every other day if I'm using a good DE or SE razor. If I use a cartridge razor, the result isn't as close as I would like it. And if there's a reason where I have to use an electric razor to shave my head, maybe I've got a bad bump or something there that I don't want to open up, or if I'm flying blind and it's behind my head and I can't really see it, that sort of thing, then I'll use an electric razor for several shaves until everything heals up and then go back to a DE, that sort of thing. But again, the electric razor is never as close, so that means that I would have to do it every day. A cartridge razor, again, I get a nice initial result, but it seems that I have to repeat the process again the next day. With a DE razor or an SE razor, I get a great result, and I can skip a day for my head shaves. That's what I did. I just shaved my head yesterday, and I'll be shaving it tomorrow. So today was an off day for my head shave. More on that later in the show regarding what I use for that head shave. But yeah, thanks very, very much. Again, I like to shave every single day. I really don't like to have that extra day's worth of growth on my skin. But I think that viewer Jimmy V, summed it up very, very well in an email to me. He wrote, "It's a conundrum. I hate not shaving for a day, but I also love the feeling of shaving off 2 days' growth." Absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. And I think you can kind of see the the great excitement and pleasure on some of my videos when I have 2 days worth of beard growth and I have a really, really great shave, and the result feels so great. And if you've gone a day or two without a shave, and then you go into your shave den and you get your favorite razor and shave soap and a good blade, that sort of thing, you know the feeling that I'm talking about. Absolutely. So Calvin, thanks very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Viewer 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes wrote, repurposing. Yes, that is what to do. A few good options: spray pump squirt bottle, clean it and dry it to use for water to wet the lathering brush if you prefer not to dip brush into water. Elastic rubber band for giving grip improvement to a smooth or slippery razor handle. Bowls in which food items were packaged to later use the bowl as shave lathering bowl. Small ice cream sampling spoons to scrape or scoop soap if the soap is soft enough. Hey, those are great tips. I absolutely love that. That's fantastic. And yeah, you could take some rubber bands and wrap them around a handle of a razor to improve the grip. That's a really, really nice quick fix, that sort of thing. And bowls in which food items were packaged to, yeah, you know what? I know what you're talking about. You get some of these plastic containers where there was a food item in it, maybe for microwave or something along those lines, and you just clean it out and you got a lathering bowl. And some of those are light enough, now that I think about it, some of those are light enough in weight and are robust enough that maybe you might be able to travel with those too, kind of in a pinch, that sort of thing. Great tips there. I really do appreciate it. 10 fluid ounces, 30 minutes. Jason Miller wrote, Mark Zarady, what a great show. A lot of the topics you talked about vindicates what I already do. I repurpose things from the Dollar Tree or everyday items into my wet shaving routine. I save my excess lather for the next shave. I'm a big fan of your wet shaving videos and advice. Well, Jason, thanks very, very much for the kind words. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad that the repurposing that we've talked about, resonates with you and is something that you do in your shave routine. Absolutely great. But again, let me emphasize the content and the advice and all the other information on this show is due to all the wonderful viewers out there. They are the ones who contribute all this great information, advice, tips and tricks and that sort of thing. So my thanks to all the viewers out there who contribute to the show, because without them, there would be no show. As I say in Second Cup, without you, the viewers, this microphone would be silent. And I really do mean that. So thanks to all the viewers out there. And Jason, thank you very much for some very, very kind words. And if you have any tips regarding repurposing, send them along. Send them along. I'm sure the viewers would be interested in hearing how you repurpose some items for your shave routine. Bob Leroux wrote, I've been following the alum block sequence of today's shaving tip for a long time. I don't recall where I'd heard that this was a good way, but I'm very satisfied with the results. Now, Bob is referring to the shaving tip we had last week, which was warm rinse, then alum, then cold rinse, then balm. Whereas I usually do a warm rinse, then a cold rinse, then I dry my face off, then I wet my alum block under cold water, then I apply my alum, then I wait, then I do my aftershave, then I do my balm. Okay, so I am warm rinse, cold rinse, towel dry, alum under cold water and apply to my face, then aftershave and balm. What Bob is doing is warm rinse, then applying the alum, then waiting, then a cold rinse, then his balm. So that's what we were talking about last week, that changing up the use of the alum, using it right after your warm rinse, and not towel drying your face off after the cold rinse, which is what I do. So I hope I haven't, I don't think I've confused anyone. I hope I haven't confused you. Bob's routine, as we mentioned last week, he's confirming that it works wonderful, it's great, is warm rinse, then apply the alum, then a cold rinse, then balm. Okay, what I do is warm rinse, cold rinse, towel dry, run the alum block under cold water, apply it to my face, wait 30 seconds, then my aftershave, then my balm. That's the difference right there. Bob, thanks very much for confirming that the warm rinse and then followed by the alum block is working for you. Really do appreciate it. Jim G. Hey, Mark. Oh, this is Jim G. This is Jim from Northfield. Hey, Mark, in regards to the Aristocrat I purchased, that one will be a display item only. I have a pre-used model that I use occasionally. It is the exact same. In my opinion, it shaves like a Fat Boy or Slim on setting 4 or 5. It shaves wonderfully. I just used it in my last shave. I had a Wilkinson sword blade in it, and I used vintage Colgate shave soap. I got a BBS shave without even trying. I would recommend getting one if possible. It is definitely worth it. Thanks as always to your dedication to our hobby, Jim. Jim showed us a Gillette Aristocrat that he purchased on eBay. It's in mint condition. It's new old stock. And as he said, he's going to use it as a display item only. He has another one that he's using for his shaves. And yeah, it sounds like an absolutely fantastic razor. Again, some of these, I shouldn't say some of these Gillette razors, these vintage Gillette razors are absolutely wonderful. If you can find a Super Speed, a Gillette Tech, a Fat Boy, a Slim adjustable, these are wonderful, wonderful razors. If you can find one in good condition, they just do an absolutely great job. And it's amazing that they are 60, 70, 80 years old. Some of them are even 100 years old. I have a Gillette 3-piece razor, open comb, old type it's called. It's 100 years old. It's from what other wet shavers have told me, based on the look of it, because there's no date stamped on any of the parts. They think it's probably like 1918 and 1922, somewhere in there. So it's 100 years old. How about that? I think it belonged to my dad's dad, my grandfather. That's my best guess because I found it in my father's shaving gear. So yeah, and they still shave. That's what's so great about these vintage Gillette razors. So yeah, folks, Jim is saying that the Aristocrat is a great razor. So if you're looking for a great razor and you come across a Gillette Aristocrat, snap it up. Jim, thanks very much for that update. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Robert Ross wrote, the story of you refusing to buy a gentleman's razor because it was his father's says a lot about your character. You could have easily bought it below market value and called it a day. But instead, you got the man to reconsider his decision to sell it in the first place. Hopefully, he passed it down to his son. Sadly, you will never know. That speaks volumes about you, Mark. Good on you. Robert, thank you very, very much for the kind words. I think any other wet shaver that understands the value of a vintage razor belonging to a family member would have absolutely done the same. And you know what? I just kind of felt funny because, first of all, the value of the razor, of the Gillette Fat Boy, was way, way below the asking price. And that was kind of a red flag there for me. And I just felt that I would be, even if there was no family connection there, I felt that I still would have been taking advantage of the individual, because it was $35, and that's way, way too low. But after learning that it belonged to his dad, yeah, I did impress upon him to hang on to it and give it to his son, because there is that family connection. I am so grateful that I have my late father's Gillette Super Speed. I remember him using this razor when I was a little boy. I would run past the bathroom when he was getting ready to take my mom out on a Saturday night, and I can still picture him standing in front of the sink, having a shave with that razor. And I have that razor. That razor still works. I still shave with that razor. That's a great connection. And I think traditional wet shavers understand that connection that we have to this shaving gear. What a special thing it is to have a razor or a brush that belonged to your dad, your uncle, your grandfather, your great-grandfather, your older brother, something like that. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I think any other wet shaver in my position, with that gentleman having that conversation, I think they would have done the same thing. I really, really do. So yeah, I'm sure hoping that he hung on to the razor and gave it to his son. And I hope that maybe he'll see this video and give us all an update as to what he did. I sure am curious. But Robert, thanks very much for the kind words. Again, I think, knowing the wet shaving community as I do, and the wet shaving community is the most generous, wonderful community out there. Absolutely. I think that other wet shavers absolutely would have done the same. I think that's just the way we are. And yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know if it's unique to me. I think any other wet shaver would have absolutely made the same decision. So thanks very much for the kind words, Robert. I really do appreciate it. And hopefully we'll get an update from that individual. I cannot remember his name. I'm going to try to dig through some scraps of paper and other notes that I might have laying around here, try to find his name. Maybe I can dig it up someplace. Maybe I made notes on, in the cloud, in the internet or something like that. I sure would like to find out. So if I ever do find out, I'll update everyone on Monday Morning Mailbag. Viewer Supernova wrote, "Hi, Mark. Great Monday morning mailbag video. Congrats on the 9,000 subscriber milestone. Finally had the chance to try PAA CK6 soaps. Fantastic performance and great scents in each of the 6 I have used. CAD is a fantastic barbershop scent. Gondolier is out of the 6 my favorite. Have a great week." Gondolier is on my wish list. It's been on my wish list for the longest time. Thanks for reminding me again, because when I go up to Phoenix Shaving to buy something, I'm going to put Gondolier on the list. I'm going to put it in my cart is what I'm saying. Absolutely. So thanks very, very much for passing that along, Supernova. I'm so glad that you are enjoying CK6. I love CK6. I've used CK1. CK1 is very, very good. CK6 has that something extra, something special. I really, really enjoy it. And I enjoy all the products from Phoenix Shaving. I'll just say I am biased. I am biased towards them. From my first use of Future Fiction shave soap, I was hooked. And I really like Phoenix Shaving. So I will tell you, they are a favorite, and I do have a bias towards them. I'll just let everyone know that, because I just love their stuff. I love their razors. I love their brushes. I love their shave soaps. I love all their shave gear. I really, really do. It really was a game changer to my traditional wet shave. Absolutely. So Supernova, I'm so glad that you're enjoying the CK6. And thanks again for the kind words about the channel and the 9,000 subscriber milestone. Really, really do appreciate it. This comes from Mr. Brian P8888. That's how it came up. Monday morning mailbag and a good cup of coffee is hard to beat. I've been enjoying my new silicone shave bowl with agitators and Viking shave soap bar pucks. Very slick soap. Great job. Yeah, we talked about these silicone shave bowls that have those little agitators in there. They're pet feeding bowls is what they are. And they've kind of been repurposed and remarketed to the wet shaving community, because those little agitators in there, those little nubs that rise up from the bottom of the bowl help to generate a lather, which which is absolutely fantastic. But I guess people who manufacture these collapsible silicone pet feeding bowls have realized that, wow, these could make great travel shaving bowls for wet shavers out there. And those little nubs that are on the bottom that help to slow down pets when they're eating, so they don't eat too fast and then throw it back up. Those would be great to generate a lather. So talk about repurposing. I think they're onto something. Yeah, but they are absolutely great. And of course, you can buy these silicone collapsible. I'll get it out. I'll get it right sometime. Collapsible silicone bowls without the agitators, with the smooth bottom too, if you want. So thanks again for that, Mr. Brian P8888. Serves as a great reminder for those silicone bowls for travel or for daily use in the shave den. Jacob Terry wrote, just got this here in Columbus. Great stuff. A shave with Glen Avenue Natural Shave Soap. Yeah, we reviewed this, and I'm so glad he wrote about this because we did review this. I got this from my nephew Mike and his wife Brittany. This is the Glen Avenue Soap Company out of Columbus, Ohio. I was given the fresh and also the forest scents. These are wonderful, wonderful natural shave soaps. The scent is absolutely fantastic. And you know what? The scent is still there. I think might be coming up on a year old. And it's wonderful. The scent is still very, very potent and very, very present. But it's an all-natural shave soap. And the thing that's so great is this makes heaps and heaps and heaps of lather. I was just amazed, wonderfully delighted with how much lather the Glen Avenue Natural Shave Soap generates. It's absolutely fantastic. It's out of Columbus. I'll have a link below. The fresh is a really, really nice, kind of a eucalyptus kind of scent. Yeah, kind of a eucalyptus minty kind of scent. Really, really terrific. And the forest here is it's a more of an earthy, organic kind of scent. Very, very nice. And they also have the balms available. Here is the fresh facial moisturizer balm and the forest. So they have those available as well. So really, really terrific, terrific natural shave soaps if you're looking for a natural shave soap. Probably the best lathering shave soap that's available for sale that I have found, that I've experienced. There might be some others out there. I haven't tried them, but so far these are the best that are available. Now, I say available because there's another one that is really, really good, and I might as well mention this. This came from viewer James Daigle. He is making his own shave soaps, and I'm hoping that he launches his own line of artisan shave soaps. He's hoping to do that at some point. I don't know when, but this Yucca Mentha is a natural shave soap that he made. This is a marvelous lathering shave soap, and it is a natural shave soap. And I love the Yucca Mentha. I love the Yucca Mentha scent. It really is very, very good. It's got a little bit of eucalyptus, but it's got some spearmint in there, a little bit of peppermint, but more spearmint, more minty than anything. And it is terrific. And this will really, really wake you up in the morning. This is absolutely wonderful. It's delightful. And I'm hoping that at some point he launches his own line of artisan shave soaps. So James, thanks again for this shave soap. It really is terrific. And again, Glen Avenue Natural Shave Soaps. Really, really terrific. I'll have a link to them below. If you get their shave soaps, I do recommend their balm, their facial moisturizer balms. Really, really goes very, very well with their shave soap. And that wraps up another refill segment for this week. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really, really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, as promised, we're going to kick things off with something brand new, a brand new safety razor. It launches this Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. My video review of it is also on Wednesday, March 15th, 2023 from the folks at Pearl Shaving. Here it is, brand new from them, the Hammer. And they allowed me to show this to you today. It launches on Wednesday. This is a very substantial razor. Check it out. Look at the packaging. Isn't that packaging neat? The way it opens up like kind of like two triangles together. But here it is right here. It's a very substantial razor. Fully brass. Comes with 2 base plates. 1 straight bar, 1 open comb. Also comes with 4 buffer rings. There's also, well, actually 5 buffer rings. 4 in the bag and 1 already in the razor. Let's take a look at this. Again, this is a really substantial razor. Cap, base plate, and handle are all fully brass. Here it is right here, and let me get the open comb base plate so you can take a look at that too. So there is the open comb base plate there, and here is the razor right here with the closed comb, the straight bar base plate. Look at that. Isn't that something? This really is a heavy, heavy razor. They call it the Hammer for a reason. Now, they told me that the blade gap on the straight bar is 0.80. The RazorRock Game Changer blade gap is 0.84. So this is in that ballpark. Now, I know that there are other factors involved, but that'll kind of give you an idea. This is a very smooth performer, but yes, it has a lot of efficiency. You can call that aggression if you want to, but it is very, very smooth, but it is very, very efficient. Let me give you some specs on this. The total height is 113 millimeters or 4.45 inches. The total weight is 151.22 grams or 5.3341 ounces. The weight of the handle alone actually, the height of the handle alone is 102 millimeters or 4.02 inches. The handle weight is 99.99 grams or 3.527 ounces. Now, the weight of the razor head with the open comb and the straight bar varies. The razor head weight closed comb is 51.22 grams or 1.807 ounces. And the open comb is 51.54 grams. You know what? I think they got that backwards when they sent that to me. I think the open comb is going to be the lighter of the 2 weights. In my review, I'm giving it to you the way they gave it to me, and I think they may have gotten that backwards. But just know that it's a very, very substantial razor. So the razor head weight is either going to be 51.22 grams or 51.54 grams. So it is a very, very substantial razor. Fully made of brass, cap, base plate, and handle, and it is plated with a matte finish. Really, it feels great in the hand. If you have larger hands, you're going to love this razor. The knurling is very, very tight, and there is a barbershop kind of weave, a barbershop pole kind of weave in the handle right there. You can kind of see that there. And it's very tight. Offers a very, very nice grip, but the weight of the razor does all the work. Now, in my review, I have 2 days worth of beard growth, and the straight bar base plate takes that down in 2 passes. I really had to lighten up on the touch, and I let the weight of the razor do all the work. This is really, really something. I don't have a price on this as of yet. They said that they will get me a link for this, and I'm expecting that link, and I will have it below if it arrives by the time the Monday morning mailbag publishes, and I will also have it with the review on Wednesday morning. So I'm looking forward to them providing a link where you can get one where it is for sale. But it really is a very, very substantial razor. And of course, the bottom of the handle has the Pearl logo right there, which is a really, really nice touch. Let me show you what the bottom of the base plate looks like. A beautiful finish, absolutely beautiful finish. A pearl like that, and then made in India. Let's make sure I'm showing it to you. Oh, here it is. Made in India. pearl right there on the side, made in India. And again, really just this open comb base plate really does have some substantial weight to it. There is the buffer ring that comes with already installed when it's shipped to me. And let me get that out of the way there, and let you take a look at the base plate here, a straight bar base plate on the bottom. Pearl, made in India like that. And the fit and finish of this is very, very good. Here's the cap right here. I'll show you. It is a post and hole configuration. All right, so let's put that in there like that. And there is some really nice fit and finish. There is very, very little play there. And when you install this buffer ring like this, and you install the handle, you get a really, really nice, secure fit. And the blade clamping is very, very good. So I got a really, really nice shave. It is very efficient. The weight of the razor does all the work. I found that I had to change up my technique a little bit because of the weight and because of the aggressive nature of it. It is very smooth, though. Let me just say that. It is a very, very smooth razor. I found that all the pearl razors that I have used have a nice, smooth approach, and this one is no exception. It is very, very smooth. However, it is more aggressive than what I am used to. But that aggressiveness is really tamed a little bit by the razor's smooth nature. But I found 2 days worth of beard growth with the straight bar. I was done, and after 2 passes, and it really did a great job. Is it going to be a daily driver for me? You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't think so, to be perfectly honest with you. I think this is going to get the call when I got 2 days worth of beard growth. And the open comb base plate, from what the folks at Pearl are telling me, is even a little more aggressive than the straight bar. So I would probably, if I probably had, say, 3 to 5 days worth of beard growth, I would definitely grab the hammer with the open comb and do a shave with it. It would absolutely take care of the demanding beard growth I would have at that under those conditions. But being a fair-skinned individual, I don't think this would be a daily driver for me. But then again, if I refine my technique a little bit, lighten up on the touch, as I say, let the weight of the razor do all the work. Now that I think about it, it probably could be, but I would have to refine my technique to this particular razor because it is very, very efficient. Got a lot of growl, as viewer Jason O'Brien is so fond of saying. So yeah, a terrific razor. The hammer from Pearl Shaving launches this Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. I'm going to have some more shaves with it in order to really get an idea of whether or not it's going to be a daily driver for me or not. But my hunch is probably not, because I would put it in the category of razors that are on the aggressive side, and I prefer milder razors. But then again, it has such a smooth approach, and if I lighten up on the touch and let the weight of the razor do all the work, then, it's going to do a great job for me, no doubt about it. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops. So my thanks to the folks at Pearl Shaving for passing along a really, really beautiful razor and allowing me to share it with all the viewers on the channel here this morning. It launches this Wednesday, March 15th, 2023. Check out my review, which also runs this Wednesday, March 15th, 2023, from Pearl Shaving, the Hammer. Beautiful, fully brass, 3-piece safety razor that comes with both a straight bar base plate and an open comb base plate. Look for it this Wednesday. Okay, before we go any further, I wanted to make a correction on a brand new razor from Phoenix Shaving a razor that also comes with 2 wonderful base plates, the Quantum razor. Now, it comes with 2 base plates, the Alpha and the Omega. Now, in my first review, I accidentally referred to the... I got it backwards. Let me just put it that way. I got it backwards in my first review. I've done a second review. It ran this past Saturday. I hope you saw it. I kind of updated the situation and wanted to mention it one more time again. The Quantum is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful razor. I really enjoyed the shave with it. It comes with two base plates, the Alpha and the Omega. The Alpha plate is the more aggressive of the two plates. The Omega is the mild plate. And the Omega plate is a plate that I would use for my daily driver. Although I am finding out through shaving with this razor that there isn't that dramatic a difference between the two base plates. They are probably maybe a click and a half difference in levels of efficiency and aggression. I'm going to have to shave with this razor a few more times in order to kind of get the feel for that. But had a shave. The second shave I did, the video that corrected the first review, I used the Omega plate, the milder plate, and I got a really wonderful, wonderful shave with it. Very, very smooth, very, very efficient. Really a nice shave. So the Omega plate is going to be a plate I would use as a daily driver. The Quantum kind of reminds me of the Phoenix Shaving Metaphor razor and the smoothness and efficiency of that, kind of in that ballpark, although I think the Metaphor is a little more efficient than the Omega plate on the Quantum, but they're both great razors and I love them. And of course, you have this brass and stainless steel configuration on this razor. Absolutely love it. And of course, it has the flare tip that removes, so you can put on a different kind of flare tip, a different color flare tip. But why would you? I mean, the brass flare tip is just so wonderful, and it just pops. I love the brass and stainless configuration and how they play off one another. Absolutely terrific. Great weight, beautiful balance, beautiful smooth shave. Love the mild quality of the Omega base plate, and I absolutely love this open comb, straight bar kind of configuration that the base plates have. I mean, it's just marvelous, absolutely marvelous. And of course, this is based on a vintage razor of yesteryear. Douglas Smythe, again, doing his homework and bringing some really, really wonderful designs and shaving razors from yesteryear into the 21st century using the 21st century manufacturing technology. It's just a stunning razor. It's absolutely beautiful. They're going to be restocking them. Make sure you get on the alerts. I'll have a link below to them in case when this airs, if they have more, you can click on the link and get right up there and get one. But it really is a marvelous, marvelous razor. And they did go fast. They sold fast. I got in just under the wire. So just a terrific razor. And, I'll have a link below. And I really do like it. And my apologies for getting the levels of aggression incorrect on my first video review. I need to slow down and read the directions instead of skimming through things and then just, going straight to the video. I need to slow down a little bit. So my apologies. So this is just a correction to let you know that the Quantum razor comes with two base plates, the Alpha and the Omega. The Alpha is the more aggressive of the two, and the Omega is the milder of the two. So just think Alpha A, aggressive, and Omega with that M for mild. All right, thanks again. I'll have a link to it below. My thanks to Douglas Smythe, Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for really offering another really, really terrific safety razor. Folks, I'll have a link to the Quantum below with two base plates, the Omega mild and the Alpha a little more aggressive. Viewer Alex Lopez wrote, "Hey, after listening to last week's 3MB, someone mentioned getting 5-ounce glass bottles with restrictors on Amazon. I thought, what a great idea. As I was looking for them, I came across 10-ounce glass bottles with restrictors. I poured my 3 Pinot Clubman aftershaves in the glass bottles. Attached are a few pictures. I'm going to have to put labels on 2 of the bottles. Feel free to share on the next 3MB. Regards, Alex." Alex, thanks very, very much. Really do appreciate it. Alex also provided the link to these bottles. I will provide that below. So 10-ounce glass bottles, if you want to transfer your Clubman Pinot or other aftershave from a plastic bottle into a glass bottle. Here are 10-ounce glass bottles. Last time we talked about 5-ounce glass bottles. Nice to know that there are 10-ounce glass bottles out there with restrictors that we can place our aftershave in a nice glass bottle. How about that? Alex, thanks very, very much for passing this along. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the show, this Friday is St. Patrick's Day, and what better way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day than with a St. Patrick's Day shave, available once again from Phoenix Shaving, Twee. This is an absolutely amazing, amazing scent. This is an homage to green Irish tweed. Absolutely wonderful. Check out the scent notes. The top notes are lemon verbena. The heart notes are iris, violet leaf, and the base notes are Mysore sandalwood and ambergris. As they write, a memorable herbal green opening peppered with moist dead leaves and Irish moss. The fragrance is rich, fresh, sporty, and unforgettable, just like you. Twee, an homage to green Irish tweed, one of the most epic Creed creations from yesteryear. When it dropped in 1985, it took the fragrance world by storm. Similar to cool water, yet more complex and, dare I say, even more masculine. Worn by the likes of Cary Grant, Sinatra, Clint Eastwood, to even Ozzy Osbourne, if you can believe that. Needless to say, this fragrance is pretty epic, if not badass. Yeah, absolutely marvelous. It's a seasonal release. It's available right now on Phoenix Shaving. I will have a link to it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to do a review on it. I hope to get a review done for this St. Patrick's Day. Absolutely fantastic, fantastic scent. I really do like it a lot. And not only do they have the bundle available, and boy, this is it's a great, great aftershave. Oh, that's absolutely marvelous. But they also have Twee in a cube known as the Twoob. I also have that. Absolutely fantastic. So my recommendation is if you get Twee, get the bundle, get the Star Jelly, get the Twoob, and really do it up for this St. Patrick's Day. Twee from Phoenix Shaving. I'll have links below. Viewer Mark Bagwell checked in with a few items, and he wrote, have you used the Stirling body lotions? Try their lotions. I don't care which scent. These are awesome lotions. So much better than the Gold Bond I was using. This lotion really works for me. Well, thanks very much for that, Mark. Really do appreciate it. And Mark also mentioned in our correspondence, as I recall, that he really liked the Barbershop scented body lotion. And of course, I've used the Barbershop shave soap from Stirling. It's wonderful, wonderful performance. Tallow-based shave soap has a great, great classic Barbershop scent. So if I'm going to use a body lotion from Stirling, Barbershop is the one I'm gonna try first because love that scent, and I believe Mark said that that's a favorite of his as well. He also continues here. They also make an excellent pre-shave oil and soaps. I haven't used the soaps, but the oils are awesome. Great, great to hear. Always nice to change things up in the shave den, going from, say, a pre-shave soap or a pre-shave cream to a pre-shave oil. Here's another option for pre-shave oils. Mark says they're very, very good. And of course, Stirling is a great artisan soap maker, so I trust the shave soap oils, that the pre-shave oils and the soaps are very, very good. So Mark, thanks very much for passing it along. Really do appreciate it. Mark also sent me information regarding a shave gear store, online store out of Poland. It's called Makeup Store. Makeupstore.com is where they're located. I'll have the link below. My gosh, they've got aftershaves, aftershave balms. They have all kinds of items up there, but the prices are incredibly, incredibly low. For instance, they have Larive Carbona aftershave for about $3 a bottle. They also have Parasso Green aftershave for $7.25 a bottle. They have Parasso Green shave soap for about $3.98, just under $4. They also have Parasso Sensitive Skin shave soap for just under $3. $2.73. They also have Nivea Aftershave Splash, or what they call lotion. We can't get that here in the States. They have that for sale up there. They also have some Wars EDT that Mark said to check out. Look, I'm going to go ahead and provide the link below so you can go up there and explore. Mark also sent along some other deals that are available. Rather than overwhelm you with all that information right now, I'll give you the link. Get up there, check it out. There are all kinds of deals available. If you spend $49 or more, you get free shipping. And Mark has ordered from them, and he has really been impressed with the product that he has received. And there you go, $49. You spend $49 or more, you get free shipping all the way from Poland. So I'm going to investigate it. And if you out there also investigate it, let us know what kind of deals you come across so that we can share it on the Monday Morning Mailbag, because we're going to come back to this because there is so much available up there. And when I saw an aftershave for $3, and I believe it's in a glass bottle as well, wow, that is really, really something. So, Mark, thanks very, very much for the information, not only on Stirling, but on the makeupstore.com out of Poland. Looks like some great, great wet shaving deals up there. So, folks, I'll have the link below. Check it out. If you're listening on the podcast, it's makeupstore.com. 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 Mark, thanks again for the great information. Really, really do appreciate it. I received an email from viewer Joe Rouse, who wrote, I discovered Strike Gold a couple of years ago when I picked up a Shave Like a President sampler pack from West Coast Shaving, which had 5 different scents from Strike Gold. They were Kennedy, Nixon, Ike, Old Hickory, the nickname for Andrew Jackson, and the 5th one was based on Ronald Reagan, but I cannot remember the name. I really enjoyed 2 of them, Ike and Old Hickory. Interestingly, the Ike scent is based off of a cologne that JFK liked. I'm surprised that Frank didn't use that scent for the Kennedy shave soap. He went with a different scent on that one. Well, Frank is the owner of Strike Gold. I'll get to that in just a minute. Joe continues, by the way, there is an online retailer, Murphy and McNeil, that carries a number of Strike Gold soaps and aftershaves. And I'll also provide that link below that Joe sent along. Thanks again for that, Joe. If you can't find something on the Strike Gold site, Murphy and McNeil might have it. I have not explored the full Murphy and McNeil website, but appears to have a wealth of wet shaving products. Again, hope you enjoy what you're getting from Strike Gold, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts on it, Joe Rouse. Now, I talked to Frank, who is the owner of Strike Gold, and I was really interested in a particular shave soap and aftershave that he offered at one time. He's going to try and find it and then send it along, and then we'll see. I'm happy to purchase it from him if he wants to send along. Whatever arrangement he wants to make is fine by me. But I'm really interested in this particular shave soap, and if I do receive it, I'm really looking forward to reviewing it and talking about it, because there is a connection to some books that I've read in the past with this particular presidential shave soap. I'll leave it at that. Create a little suspense for you. So it's called Strike Gold. They have a website. They have some wonderful presidential and patriotic shave soaps that are available. I'll provide the link below. And my thanks to Joe Rouse for the heads up on Strike Gold, and also for the link to Murphy and McNeil, where you can also find some Strike Gold shave soaps and aftershaves as well. So thanks again, Joe, for the heads up on Strike Gold and introducing it to me and all the other viewers out there. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, I was wrapping up editing Monday Morning Mailbag. My mail arrived late, and look what I found inside a package from Phoenix Shaving, from Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving. Here it is, Enlightener Well. Wow, so glad this arrived just in time for St. Patrick's Day. This is absolutely awesome. This is an awesome, awesome scent. You might be familiar with this already, because on the product page, it says Enlightener Well Artisan Shaving Soap, Ultra Premium CK6 Formula, formerly known as something else. And as Douglas writes on the product page, let's start off by stating upfront, this is not an homage to Irish summer, nor Irish winter, neither Irish fall. You got this. Yeah, you know what it is. Absolutely. The scent profile is bergamot, blood orange, white rose, pine, lavender, cedar, and musk, a citrus blast into a floral, herbaceous, woody bouquet of epic. It is really an outstanding scent that we all know and love, formerly known as something else. And check out the artwork on that, Enlightener Well. And named as such because, as Douglas points out, St. Patrick was the enlightener of Ireland. And this has arrived just in time for St. Patrick's Day. I'm shaving with this tomorrow. I'm going to have a fantastic St. Patrick's Day shave a little bit early. And why not? Let's celebrate St. Patrick's Day all week long. It is this Friday, March 17th, so I hope you're able to get some of this. It really is an awesome, awesome scent. And the wonderful homage, not to Irish winter, not to Irish summer, not to Irish fall. So, Enlightener Well from Phoenix Shaving. Again, my sincere thanks to Douglas, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving. Folks, I'll have links below. Enlightener Well, it really is a wonderful, wonderful, fresh Irish countryside scent. It's absolutely beautiful, just in time for St. Patrick's Day. Thank you again, Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving. Folks, I'll have links below. And that wraps up another new wet shaving gear segment for this week. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Viewer Jim from Northfield checked in again, and he wrote, "Hey Mark, I wanted to share these photos of this new shave bowl. It was 3D printed by a co-worker's husband. It came out great. Best of all, it's unbreakable. It's the perfect size to fit in my hand and has a hard foam pad on the bottom to prevent slippage or damage to any countertop. Now, if only he could 3D print me a razor. Have a great week, Jim." Jim, the shave bowl looks absolutely wonderful, and it's a great example of what is being done with 3D printing. Now, you mentioned if only he could 3D print a razor. Well, there are razors out there that are being 3D printed. We've reviewed one that came from Roger Quintero, the NGEM Speed. He 3D printed this and very kindly sent it along to the channel. It came in 3 different levels of aggression. Right here, these were 3D printed. Absolutely amazing. I will link to Thingiverse where you can get this razor, contact Roger, that sort of thing. Really, really amazing. I'm seeing more and more 3D printing items, 3D printed items for the wet shaving world on Etsy, and it's just absolutely amazing. So, Jim, let us know if this is something that your coworker's husband is thinking about offering to the general wet shaving public for sale. Really would be interested if he has a storefront or something like that. But it really is amazing what's available from 3D printers out there. And it's just kind of changing the landscape a little bit of the wet shaving world, where you can get a shaving bowl, a razor stand, a brush handles, that sort of thing that are being 3D printed. Really, really amazing, amazing technology. Jim, thanks very much for sharing the photos, and enjoy that lathering bowl. I received a question regarding head shaves from a viewer named Wade Schreffler, and that's spelled Schreffler, and I believe that's pronounced Schreffler. Wade, I hope I pronounced your last name correctly. Anyhow, Wade asked the following question. Mark, what is your current favorite razor and blade combination for head shaves? Well, that's really, really easy to answer. Hands down, it's the Supply SE injector razor with their black label injector razor blade. I absolutely love this razor for head shaves. This Nick Stop technology here, this fin guard that they have on the SE, absolutely works. I love the fact that it's an injector razor. It's good for, say, 6 to 8 shaves. I can just inject the blade. No muss, no fuss, just inject the blade. I'm ready to go. I can use this in front of the mirror, in the shower. Love the weight, love the shape of the handle, love how it handles. It's about a 15-degree angle. Beautiful blade feel. All you have to do is take that supply name that's been carved into the razor head right there and just lay that against your skin, whether you're doing a face shave or a head shave, just lay it right there and you're on the perfect angle. I love the fact that you can also get one of these grip sleeves, which I believe is a silicone kind of sleeve, to go over the handle, and that increases the grip, especially if you're going to use this in the shower. And I have done head shaves with this in the shower, and they come out beautiful. I mean, nick-free, cut-free, absolutely wonderful. I used this yesterday for a head shave in front of the mirror, and it just delivered a wonderful, wonderful shave. I find this to probably be the most efficient razor for a head shave for me. Usually my head shaves with mild DE razors are 2 passes and some touching up. And with this, I'm doing 2 passes and just a little bit of touch up. It does such a wonderful, wonderful job. And yeah, I would say the Supply SE, hands down, is my favorite razor for doing a head shave. Now, there are other mild razors out there that I will use for a head shave, and they're very, very good. From the Phoenix Shaving Meta 4 to the Game Changer, the milder Game Changer that I have, to any of the other mild razors that I have out there. Check my channel. You can see some of the head shaves I've done with some of the milder razors out there and the blade combinations that I've used. Just trying to kind of remember what they are, because I have done a lot of head shaves with different razors. The X3 Icon is a slant razor that gave me a really, really nice mild head shave. The Dracont, the Chieftain Jr., the Overlander, the Carve Overlander is another one that was gave me a really, really nice head shave. But if the razor is nice and mild, and I'm using a platinum coated blade, I seem to get a really, really nice head shave. But my go-to is definitely the Supply SE. I am assured of a nick-free, cut-free head shave every single time I use the Supply SE. Absolutely love this razor. It's probably my favorite. No, not probably. It is my favorite single edge razor. I absolutely love this. And when it comes to injector razors, it's absolutely my favorite injector razor. I've used vintage Schicks, which are very, very good. But this really was a game changer when it came to injector razors for me. Really, really love the Supply SE. I'll have links below so you can check it out. This really is a fabulous, fabulous razor. If you're looking for an injector razor, this is the one to get. Absolutely the one to get, the Supply SE. And yeah, that fin guard right there, right? That Nick Stop technology, as they call it, really, really works. Love this razor. No doubt about it, hands down. This is my go-to for a head shave. And the reason why I used it yesterday for a head shave is I knew I was going to be doing this show today. The last thing I want to have is a nick on my head. And this assures that I do not nick my head when I do a head shave. The Supply SE. Wade, thanks very, very much for the question. I hope that helps answer it. Folks, the Supply SE injector razor with their black label blades. I will have a link to the Supply website below. Thanks again for the question, Wade. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Joseph Shamas wrote and asked, "Hi Mark, welcome to March. Time for some Irish tweed scents. Wanted your take on a couple of soaps that you've reviewed. How do you compare PAA Twee to Stirling Sharp Dressed Man? What about longevity of the scent for each?" Well, a great question, Joseph. Perfect for today's show because with St. Patrick's Day right around the corner. We've already talked about Twee, And what a wonderful scent this is. Sharp Dressed Man is also based on the green Irish tweed scent. And I would say the difference between these two, for me, is that Twee from Phoenix Shaving is more outdoors, rural, countryside, and Sharp Dressed Man is more indoors, city, urban, that sort of thing. Both of these are great for an evening out. They're both wonderful. It's just that I think Twee has a more of a fresh, open, outdoors kind of approach, whereas Sharp Dressed Man is more of an indoors, city, urban kind of approach, if that makes any sense. But that's how they impress me. And I think that that point is kind of driven home as the Phoenix Shaving product page describes Twee as a memorable herbal green opening peppered with moist dead leaves and Irish moss. The fragrance is rich, fresh, sporty, and unforgettable. That really does kind of capture what Twee is all about. And yeah, that kind of falls in line with my thinking. This is really more along the lines of the fresh outdoor Irish countryside. And this is, indoors. I'm thinking, black tie, tuxedo, that sort of thing, an evening out. That's kind of the difference between the two scents. Now, they both can be used for an evening out, but that's kind of how they impress me. Yeah, this scent from Sharp Dressed Man is a little lower in note, so to speak, and Twee is a little upper. It's a little upper, a little more open. So that's kind of the way I interpret both of these. Both are great, and they both have, the scents are similar. They both have similar scents, but their approaches are a little different. This is outdoors, this is indoors. This is rural, this is city. Both are great for an evening out. If you're going to go out with a suit and tie, both of these would be appropriate. It's just that I think that the Twee, a little more outdoors, and the Sharp Dressed Man, a little more indoors. Country, city. That's kind of how I look at it. Now, when it comes to longevity of scent between Twee and Sharp Dressed Man, I'm going to give the call to Twee, only because Phoenix Shaving's aftershaves are described as aftershaves and colognes, and they do have a longer lasting quality to the scent. Plus, I think Twee does have a longer lasting quality to the shave soap scent, in my opinion. So if you do decide to get Twee, make sure to get the bundle, which is the shave soap and the aftershave and cologne. Sharp Dressed Man is very, very good, but I think Twee gets the call as far as having a longer lasting scent. By how much, I'm not entirely sure, but I think there is a longer lasting quality to both the Twee shave soap and absolutely to the aftershave and cologne. And they're both terrific. Joseph, I hope that helps answer the question. Folks, either one of these will make for a great, great St. Patrick's Day shave. Absolutely no doubt about it. I'll have links to both below. Well, speaking of comparing scents, Joseph Shamas also sent this along. Hi, Mark. Found this really awesome chart of scents with the corresponding soap makers and their homage to the original scent. It seems like it updates often as I see PAA Denayed Foil 50, which was just released in February 2023. Now, Joseph sent along the link. It's hosted at thirstybadger.ca. I'll provide the entire link below. This chart is awesome. If you go to the page, you will see the fragrance, the artisan, and the product name. Absolutely fantastic. And I know this is going to be helpful to a lot of wet shavers out there looking for a specific kind of scent and who makes it, the name of the artisan, and what the name of the product is. This will absolutely help you. Joseph, this is absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing with all the viewers. Folks, I will have a link to this below. It is very, very thorough. You're going to have a lot of fun going through it. I know I did, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's going to help you in making that next shave soap purchase. You're going to be looking for a particular kind of fragrance or an homage to a fragrance, and you'll be able to find it here. You'll be able to find the artisan and the name of the product and that favorite scent that you're looking for. Absolutely fantastic. Joseph, again, thank you so much for sending along this absolutely wonderful, wonderful resource. Folks, I'll have the link below. Joseph, thank you again very, very much. And that wraps up another Monday morning mailbag for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/markzarady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle for you this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video. Well, once again, happy St. Patrick's Day. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.